Well, the NFL straight-up winners continued to be an absolute huge moneymaker in Vegas. Yesterday, a 2-0 sweep as the Bengals and the San Francisco 49ers both easily won and covered. Guys, as I've updated you frequently about, straight-up winners a year ago covered at an 82% clip, including an amazing 56-3-4 against the spread in preseason play. Well, here we are, week number 1 being capped tonight with the Giants and Jets showdown at the New Meadowlands in northern New Jersey, and so far those straight-up winners are 13-3 versus the odds makers. 13-3 start already this year. FYI, the Dogs taking the collar yesterday, so they're now 7-9 ATS so far in preseason play. The Bengals, the home favorite last night, getting the cover, so home favorites are now 7-6 versus the spread. Hi everyone, Al DeMarco. This is going to be your Monday update. Quickly looking at that Jets-Giants game. You know, it's an interesting position the Jets find themselves in, and you know, the past 3 years I had worked on SNY up in New York on their New York Daily News Live program as the exclusive football handicapper. So you get to obviously see a lot of the Jets and the Giants. You get to talk to the beat writers every single week, really get a feel for both teams. And it's an amazing thing how a few years back the Jets were like, just kind of that other team in New York. Giants, of course, the recent Super Bowl win, etc. They really own, as they have owned the New York metropolitan area, really for the past 20 years. But you could see the tide changing when they brought Rex Ryan in last year. Now the Jets are like the media darlings, especially Ryan with his bold Super Bowl prediction with the Hard Knocks TV show. I mean, the Jets haven't really been this popular when you think about it since Joe Willie led them to the Super Bowl back in '69. There is no love lost between these two teams here tonight. But you have to put away all that, and you really have to break down the game and analyze it this way. You know, how much time are the starters going to see? Well, for the Giants, a team that you realize has a lot of injuries. In fact, Tom Coughlin on Saturday had to cancel his full practice and instead just go through a walkthrough for a second time in 3 days because of the plethora of injuries that have really hit Big Blue hard here recently. Well, the Giants starters are expected to play about 15 to 18 snaps tonight. Now, Rex Ryan has said, though, the Jets starters are going to play through the first quarter, through the first series of the second quarter. Next thing you have to break down is who's going to play at quarterback. Well, you got Eli Manning, of course, but you know, they went out and the Giants jettisoned David Carr, who had that big game for the 49ers yesterday, who had been their backup quarterback, and instead signed Jim Sorgi, who, of course, you may recall, had been Peyton Manning's caddy in Indianapolis over the past, 6-8 years or so? Well, now he's backing up younger brother Eli in New York. As for the Jets, Mark Sanchez has a chance tonight to work off the little rust, see how that surgically repaired knee. Remember, he had minor surgery back in February, is going to hold up here tonight. Then you've got on the bench, you've got Mark Brunell, and you've got one-time Jets starter Kellen Clemens, also available for action here this evening. So it's an interesting game. Giants, the big thing they're looking for here this evening, an immediate improvement and a new attitude, a new aggressive style on their defense. Because remember, this defense was pathetic last year. 427 points allowed, second most in franchise history. And you remember the final 2 games of the regular season, well, the final 2 games of the season period, when they gave up 85 points in those 2 games. So they've got a brand new defensive coordinator. They want to make an impression tonight. Rex Ryan has already gone on record as saying he's going to run a very vanilla offense tonight. So I think it's priced accordingly. The Jets opened at 2.5. Now up to 3. Wouldn't be surprised to see this one settle right around 3 for this contest. Before I get to your free pick here tonight and the free picks on an 8-2 run after the Atlanta Braves, let me just say how lousy, pathetic those picks, the premium plays, were on Sunday. Great play, on the Seattle Mariners. Yeah, it looked great until Cleveland scored 7 runs in, what was it, the bottom of the 7th inning? Whew. And then the Yankees. You throw a new pitcher against the Yankees they've never seen before, it's almost like ringing up an instant shutout. KC beats them 1-0, the 6th shutout of the season, handed to the Yankees, so an 0-2 outing. Of course, won the free pay. It was easy. The Braves, didn't bet the free play, so who gives a damn? 8-2 with the free picks. By the way, some of you may see some changes here at your website today and in the next couple of days as I've moved some handicappers around, added some others. Want to welcome Bob Valentino to the sites many of you are seeing today. You know, Bob is one of those handicappers, much like Shawn Michaels, who only releases plays occasionally when he's playing a game. He's not an everyday handicapper, but you can see his production. I mean, Valentino tonight going for his 7th consecutive 30-dime winner. And in baseball, regular season baseball play, the past 2 years, the guy's 35-19 with a net profit of 358 dimes. Also, kudos to Anthony Red yesterday, 2nd consecutive 75-dime winner. The 49ers in a road rout, that on the heels of the Chargers on Saturday night. Tonight, he has his 2nd ever 50-dime play in his career in the NFL. His first one was last October, the Houston Texans over San Francisco. 2nd one ever tonight on the Jets and Giants. Also, was a 20-dime play on the first half of that game. And kudos to Steven Nover. Yesterday, he cashed in with his highest-rated preseason play, a 40-dime release on the Cincinnati Bengals. Steven now, 391 dimes net profit over the past 3.5 weeks. He tonight has a 5th straight 100-dime play in baseball, and the Astros and the Mets you might want to check out. 4 straight 100-dime winners in baseball, 2nd biggest play of his career, only the 6th ever in baseball in his 17 years in the business. That goes tonight on the Mets and the Astros. Now, for your free play, I'm going out west. I'm going to back the Oakland A's. Now, I know the A's are returning home after a 1-5 road trip in which they were pathetic offensively. But keep this in mind, the A's have won 10 of their last 14 at home, and Toronto tonight is going to be facing a left-handed pitcher. You know, the Blue Jays have faced fewer left-handed pitchers than any other team in baseball so far, and they're only 9-15 against southpaws like Oakland's Anderson, who was going tonight for the A's. Meanwhile, Sean Markham, the Toronto pitcher, 11 home starts, 11 road starts. But look at the split differential between his performance. At the Rogers Center in Toronto, he has a 3.18 earned run average. On the road, a hell of a lot higher. As he comes into this one with a 4.62 earned run average on the road. His last 2 starts, he has been beaten up. At home against the Red Sox and on the road against the Yankees, he's worked a total of 10 innings in those starts, giving up 15 hits and 13 runs, all earned runs. 13 earned runs. So I'm going to take a shot with the Oakland A's tonight as the slight home favorite. And doesn't that tell you something, too? The Toronto Blue Jays just won 2 out of 3 against the Angels in Anaheim. And yet they're a road dog tonight. Is Vegas trying to tempt you into taking Toronto? Is it a sucker play? I think it is. I think the way to go with this free pick is to take the Oakland A's. Good luck, everybody, and I'll catch you again on Tuesday.